In December, when my dad's family came, it was around the time I discovered the importance of sunlight. So during this time, I would sleep really late and wake up really late at 9 a.m. This is relative to waking up early now, because now it's different. I wake up at 4 a.m. But I digress. So I ran downstairs like a kid on a Christmas morning to check what's cooking in the kitchen because I smelled something good. And my sleep was horrible. So this is when I discovered, obviously, the importance of sunlight. So right here, as I show you, you see here, came out from that door. Ran outside, and the sun penetrated my eyes. Okay. It warmed up my skin and gave me a balmy, hot feeling, akin to a hot shower, and felt amazing. It woke me up from the slumber of my horrible sleep. And today I will teach you about the importance of sunlight. Getting sunlight in the morning, like what I'm doing now, as you see. I practice what I preach. Getting sunlight in the morning gives you this potent cortisol spike, which is responsible for making you feel alert and awake in the mornings, okay? Getting this cortisol spike in the morning, early in the morning, so you do not need to look directly at the sun if it's too bright, but if it's not too bright, you can look slightly towards it. So slightly towards it to get that cortisol spike, okay? We humans used to work when the sun rises and get to sleep when the sun sets. Now, because of caffeine, we can continue to work even when the sun has set, okay? So our sleep-wake cycle is governed by the sun, okay? When the sun has risen, we know it's time to get to work and get to doing stuff. When the sun has set, we know it's time to wind down and get ready for sleep, okay? That was how we humans lived. But because of artificial lights, especially at night, they disrupt our circadian rhythm. Our circadian rhythm is our 24-hour body clock, okay? Now, what artificial lights do is, at night, they suppress the release of melatonin. Melatonin is a neurotransmitter which gives you the inclination to get to sleep, okay? It's what makes you start yawning, okay? And melatonin levels in the brain are very low when it's bright, okay? And are very high when it's very dim outside, inside your house as well. So what artificial lights do is they disrupt, even a millisecond of viewing artificial lights is they disrupt your body's 24-hour clock, your 24-hour rhythm. So we as humans, this is how we humans lived. We lived most of our days outside viewing light. And there's no doubt, okay, there's no doubt that viewing light throughout the day boosts your testosterone. So if you want more testosterone, if you want to be more of a man, then your body will synthesize the vitamin D it gets from the sun, and will synthesize that into making testosterone, okay? If you want to feel more energized and more alert throughout the day, there's no doubt in the fact that viewing light is best. So how do you go about viewing light? How do you go about it? Okay, I just want to spend the whole video rambling and talking about the benefits of light here and there. I want to teach you exactly how you go about doing it, okay? Now, just turn the camera. If I just turn the camera and I go up, and I show you the sun. Okay, you see the sun? Right now I'm looking directly at it, and I don't get my eyes, it doesn't hurt whatsoever. I'm looking directly at it, okay? So if the sun is like this in your case, and you can look directly at it, then go ahead. But say it was up higher and it was very bright, and looking towards it would give you eye damage. Just look slightly at it, okay? Give it a few peeks, okay? So you get the sunlight 5 minutes to as maximum to an hour after waking to get this potent cortisol spike to feel better, okay? Now, if you wake up before the sun has risen, like what I did, is obviously you have to turn on your artificial lights. Turning them on is the second best alternative to the sun. It won't replace the sun's vitamin D and whatnot, but it will wake up your body a bit. There's a caveat here. obviously your artificial lights will not replace the sunlight you get here. So what you do is you turn them on, and there's some lights that are really bright, very, 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 very bright. You can get a lux meter app to measure the brightness of light. Usually you'd want upwards of 1,500 lux to penetrate your eyes to give you that cortisol spike, okay? And the light in your house won't be enough. So once the sun has risen, immediately go out and get that light, okay? Now, our body is a diabolical system in this sense because we need a lot of light in the earlier parts of the day, but very little of it at night after the sun has set will disrupt our system. So we need a lot of light in the morning and up in the earlier part of the day, and very little at night. Okay, very, very little. Okay, so my advice is once the sun has set, turn off all your lights, turn off everything in the house. Moonlight, candles and fire will not do the same thing as artificial lights do, as they block melatonin release. They won't do that. Okay, so your actionable step is to get out earlier parts of the day, view sunlight 20 to 30 minutes, okay, to get that cortisol release. And this is the trick as well with caffeine, okay? Caffeine in the sun and cortisol. The rule is cortisol first, then caffeine. So get your cortisol spike, wait an hour, 30 minutes after waking, then you can take your caffeine, okay? And man, the sun is so beautiful. Look at that. That looks nice. All right, bro. I'm getting my sunlight now for my testosterone and stuff, for the synthesis of testosterone. I've been summering a lot in this video because it's very cold outside and the cold is getting to me. The power of the cold. Get in nature, bro. Check this tree, bro. My G. The tree's peg. Alright, bro. Over and out. Get your sunlight, bro. Cheers.